in Slack or you just can't get into Slack? John will reach out to you and get it taken care of, okay? Hey everybody, this is Charles Wooden, CEO of Geekdom. Super excited to have all of you join us today. We've got an amazing grouping of companies that are here to pitch for the Community Fund. So I'm super excited for you all to hear from them. Let's give just a couple minutes before we jump right in. I'm gonna share my screen, give it about 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna jump right into the presentation so everybody has an opportunity to join, okay? Okay, we'll give it just 1 more minute, but we're super excited to have all of you here. So today, for the Community Fund, we have 5 really amazing companies that are going to be pitching for you. We've got a company named Lecturely, Closet Melody, Boozoo Trading Cards, Alisense, and then last but not least, Read It For Me. They all have got these very amazing and innovative products that they're going to be telling you all about. We're going to be giving everybody 5 minutes to give their pitch. At the conclusion of their pitch, I'm going to be asking 3 prepared questions for each one of the presenters. We'll get those questions answered right on the spot. And then after that, the individuals from the teams are going to be on a Slack channel in the Geekdom Slack called Community Fund that all of you are invited to go to and ask your questions. Those of you watching on different streams, whether they be Facebook, YouTube, whatever, please feel free to put your questions in the comments. We have a couple of our team that will copy those and put them in the Slack channel so we can get you the answers that you're looking for. And then at the conclusion of everybody's presentation, we're going to open it up for Community Fund crowd favorite. And so there's the next slide that I'm about to show you. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you right now. Everybody who wants to go ahead and vote, please go ahead and join via slido.com and type in the number 73335, and you'll be able to join and then rate each one of the companies so that we can give out our crowd favorite, which is going to be a $100 Amazon gift card. And the grand prize winner who pitched, all 5 of these companies pitched to our judges on Wednesday, will be awarded a $25,000 safe note investment from the Geekdom Community Fund. So we're super excited to have everybody join today. And without further ado, I would like to go ahead and kick it off. We're going to get started with our first presenter of the day, Caleb Scott from a company called Lecturely. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, hand it over to you, Caleb, and we'll let you do your presentation. And then I'll answer, then I'll ask the questions at the tail end of that. Okay, Caleb, the screen is yours.
Awesome, thank you. Can everyone see my screen fine?
Yes, we can.
Cool. So I'm Caleb Scott. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Lecturely. Technology has progressed rapidly throughout the years. From the first production car, the Model T, compares nothing today to the cars of today. We've also seen this progression with computers. Computers that used to take up the size of buildings now sit comfortably on our wrist, performing everyday tasks, from messaging to running to even navigation. The problem is we haven't really seen this progression with classrooms. Classrooms have been the same since the Industrial Revolution, and today we have the technology to offer a modern solution, but current technology is being utilized like a fancy form of paper. So our solution is a platform that offers teachers a new way to manage their classroom by utilizing technology in ways that hasn't been used before in the classroom, by offering our learning management platform, adaptive curriculum, and class insights. So just recently, due to the COVID pandemic, over 340,000 students in San Antonio alone have had to switch to online learning, comprising of 36 million just in the US. So in the US, we have over 13,000 school districts with 132,853 schools and 3.7 million teachers. So we differentiate from our competitors in three key ways: by offering our adaptive curriculum, class insights, and a simple and easy to use pricing model, unlike the custom process of Blackboard and Canvas. So our product offers teachers an easy way to post assignments, grade them, and also just have conversations with their class so they can better manage their classroom. So again, like I said earlier, one of our competitive advantages is our adaptive curriculum, which engages students with individualized questions that are based on the student's interests. So no longer is it just math, it's now math with Minecraft or science with rockets. This really engages the students and therefore increasing their test scores and also excitement about learning. And let's take, for example, a student is interested in computers. We would give them a question of like, Bill Gates going to Best Buy and buying computers. This increases the excitement about learning and also how engaged they are with the curriculum. Another one is we have a unique student perspective. So our team is comprised mostly of high school and college students. And we see firsthand the need of a platform like this to bring education into the 21st century. And last but not least, we also offer our class insights that are integrated directly into Lecturely. So teachers and parents no longer have to use a wide range of apps just to see how their students or sons or daughters are performing. They can actually go in and see exactly where they need to improve and how they can do better. So our business model is simple. We offer a $10 a month price tag for up to 100 students, $20 for up to 350. And for a school district, it's 65 cents per user per month, which comes out to, for San Antonio ISD, would come out to about $31,668 per month. While that sounds like a lot, on average, states pay $12,800 for a single student's education. So what would we use the community fund for? It's to actually launch our beta, collect data, and build us out to actually launching the platform next year. So we're not planning on even stopping there with our learning management platform. We have ideas for the future, like a teacher marketplace, our own curriculum, and also matching students in colleges so they can better go to the college that they want. Our team is driven and committed to reinventing the classroom with all different skill sets that will help us achieve our goals. We're mission driven to reimagining the classroom experience through adaptive curriculum and class insights. And thank you for hearing about Lecturely.
Awesome. Great job, Caleb. So if you don't mind, you stop sharing your screen. I'm going to go ahead and ask you a couple of questions, if that's all right. So the first question is there anything that you were unable to talk about during your presentation that you'd like the opportunity to mention to the crowd right now?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things that I wasn't able to mention in our presentation is we just launched our company this past year, and we've been working very hard to build it out. And if anyone's a teacher or student, we'd love for them to reach out to us and give advice and thoughts on what we're building so we can better make the platform for our users.
Great, I love that. And I think that kind of leads into the next question, which is there anything that our community, anybody listening right now, can do to support you outside of what you just mentioned, which, just to reiterate, is having any teachers or students that are currently in the crowd or community to reach out and offer their insights on kind of what product Caleb's creating here. Is there anything else that the community can do for you, Caleb?
Yeah, so another one would be that would be great is also introductions or other people that are in the education space and would love to help out. Feel free to reach out to me either through the Geekdom Slack or on our website. You're able to contact us.
All I have to say is I didn't tell you what these questions were, but you're just that amazing that you knew what my next question was, which is how can people contact you? So I'll just say it. How do people contact you outside of Geekdom Slack? You haven't, you showed your email at that last slide there. Any other way that anybody can connect you? Do you have any social media accounts that people can follow?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook mainly, and you can just reach out to me through there. Of course, through our website, and my email was on the presentation, so feel free to do any of that. I'm accessible to anyone who wants to contact me.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Caleb. I really appreciate your time. Great presentation. Everybody who's listening, Caleb is now going to transition. He's going to stay, here to watch everybody else's pitch, but he's also going to be present on our Slack channel. So if you have any questions, please go to the Community Fund Slack channel on the Geekdom Slack, and feel free to ask any questions. And as I mentioned, for any of those watching via Facebook, YouTube, you can put your questions in the comment section. One of our lovely esteemed staff will grab those questions, get them to Caleb, and get you the answers as soon as we can. Again, thanks, Caleb. Really appreciate everything that you've done.
Thank you, Charles.
Awesome. So next up, we've got Roman Sandoval with a company called Allosense. Roman, please feel free to go ahead and share your screen and kick it off as soon as you're ready.
Sounds good. Hello, everyone. Is my audio good? Seems like it.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Oh, screen? Awesome. Great. Hi, my name is Roman Sandoval, CEO and founder of Allosense. At Allosense, we design and manufacture always connected asset trackers. $5.8 billion lost. Between 2003 and 2011, the US Army lost track of $5.8 billion of its supplies in its warehouses. $5.8 billion. That's a lot of money. That's equivalent to losing about 28 Humvees a day, almost one Humvee lost an hour. And at Allosense, we were given an opportunity to understand more about logistic processes. What we found based on our engagement is that logistic processes actually waste time, money, and intelligence. This happens when material management airmen scan and redock, scan and redock, scan and redock terminals when overseeing supplies that go in and out of warehouses. So at Allosense, we designed an always connected asset tracker that works indoors and outdoors, has a long battery life, and has multiple sensing capabilities. It senses temperature, humidity, light, and vibration. Simply provision this tracker, attach it to the asset, and immediately begin to visualize and analyze information associated with that asset. Our trackers leverage satellite, cellular, and mesh connectivity. This is a self-healing network that we have a provisional patent around. I'd like to share you one of our demonstrations. This is a virtual reality, a digital twin of one of our office spaces here at Geekdom. As you can see, we can navigate around in this VR virtual reality. That virtual reality is on that screen on that red box. And what you'll notice is that individuals will go into the room, moving different colored boxes around. Now our trackers are applied to these boxes. And what you'll notice on the screen is that the locations of these trackers are actually being shown, not only in latitude and longitude, but also in X, Y, and Z. This is particularly useful for material management airmen or anyone looking to monitor supplies in warehouses. Now, our solution also includes a user interface. A user could simply select a dot represented by that asset tracker and visualize speed, course, temperature, humidity, light, as well as other meta information. Now, we're currently engaged with the US Air Force through AFWERX, which is the Air Force's Innovation Hub. We're going through the Small Business Innovation Research Program. We completed our phase 1 contract worth $50,000. We have selectable and selected contracts, phase 2, and also direct to phase 2 contracts with the US Air Force. We're also working with the largest data center customer in the Bay Area, and working with an existing client of ours to modify our asset trackers to be radiation hardened in a nuclear bunker. We filed 2 provisional patents already since the late times of 2019, and we're really excited to be building up our portfolio of patents. Right now, we're looking to engage with the US Air Force through one base, and we expect to grow this sort of market and provide services and value to that particular base of $11 million. We'll extend and grow to $600 million across 59 bases. And then our main focus is to provide solutions in the global asset tracking market worth $27.1 billion by the end of 2023. Now, our strategy is B2G. We focus on contracts and grants currently with the Department of Defense. And then we'll further commercialize through sensing as a service as a B2B company, providing a very low cost one-time purchase plus a monthly subscription fee to allow our customers to utilize the benefits of asset tracking. Now, our team is comprised of industry experts with 30 plus years of industry experience from Tesla, Apple, Intel, Qualcomm, National Instruments, and Techstars. I met Chris Benner, VP of Engineering Manufacturing, when we were both working on the Tesla Model 3. Brandy Cunard, well, she's an Air Force veteran, and she's helping us understand more about navigating around with the Air Force and working with them through our contracts. We're currently located in San Antonio, that's our headquarters, and we have an office in Belgium. We have 11 people, 3 of which are executives, 8 of which are staff, 30 plus mentors, each an expert in their field. We're working with AFWERX, Geekdom, NewChip, as well as Capital Factory Accelerator. And we are accepted in the SBIR TAP program. I'd like to mention that within just this past 2 weeks, we've been accepted to 4 new programs for our company. Right now, we're engaged with AFWERX. Within 5 months, we'll be further manufacturing our asset trackers. Within 2 years, we'll be integrating our asset trackers at different sites. And then within 3 years, we'll be leveraging new satellite constellations to lower the cost of connectivity, along with lowering the latencies to connect. We are a profitable business. By the end of 2020, we're expecting to get a revenue of about $850,000. And by the end of 2021, we're looking to get $3 million through our commercial and government contracts. In terms of fundraising, right now we're targeting a $2 million pre-seed round in Q3 of 2020. These funds will help us expand development, center capabilities, include additional artificial intelligence modules for insight generation, and also grow in new markets. We are AlloSense. Sense everything, lose nothing.
Great job, Roman. Thank you for the presentation. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the questions if you're ready.
Sure.
And the first question is there anything you did not get or you did not have the ability to mention during the presentation that you'd want to talk about right now?
Yeah, so we want to be fully engaged with the community as well. One of the things that we're planning to do and started having conversations with is to work with San Antonio Food Bank to track food and assets there and to provide additional insights for reducing spoilage and also improving energy use when storing food. This was based on a conversation that we had with the Army Feeding Combat Directive. And we really love to be more engaged with the community to provide sensors for different community institutions and entities.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And I guess that leads to the next question, which the next question is there anything that our community, the people that are listening right now, that they could do to assist you with some of the endeavors that you're working on?
Right, yeah, thank you for that. I think for us, we are getting engaged further with the Department of Defense, and we are looking for additional talent. We'd like to sort of grow our social base, if you will, in LinkedIn and Facebook and social media. So please feel free to outreach to us. You could outreach to me, and I know this is your third question. You can reach out to me by just contacting me directly, roman@allosense.com, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you. You can also schedule a time to meet up with me. I would love just to either have coffee or just have a digital meetup if you're interested.
Love it. And yeah, you beat me to my third question, but I'm still going to ask it in a different way. Is there any social media or anything that anybody could be following to keep up to all the amazing things that you guys are up to?
Yeah, we're pretty active in LinkedIn. So if you want to get connected, please connect with us via LinkedIn. Again, we're more than happy to talk to any community members here in San Antonio, Texas, to find additional talent in the space of cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and IoT development. We'd love to meet with you.
Awesome. Well, great job, Roman. Really appreciate your time. If you don't mind, you can stop sharing your screen and we'll get ready for our next pitch.
Sure thing.
Great. So next up, we've got the amazing Daisy Eglou, who's going to be talking to you about her product, Closet Melody. Daisy, are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. Hi, Daisy. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. You feel free to share your screen and jump right in. Just again, you'll have 5 minutes to do the presentation, and then I'll come back and ask you those questions that everybody is aware of what they are now, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Daisy, and I'm the founder of Closet Melody, a digital personal styling app. Imagine always knowing what to wear and owning a well-curated wardrobe. Always knowing what you have and what you need and a quick way to get your items without searching the whole internet. Always expressing the best version of yourself. So instead of just another weekday Jill, you're an off to power meeting Jill on Wednesday and a festive day to night Jill on Friday, and so on. All this done seamlessly with an app. With Closet Melody, we're here to make your personal style journey seamless, from discovery to management and to styling. Only 20% of one's clothing items get worn in a given year. This gives rise to the nothing to wear problem. So you rake through your closet trying to do a miraculous feat of keeping combinations of clothing items in your head, all while trying to remember your outfit inspiration. Then you stare aimlessly at your closet, trying to figure out what to wear until you settle for the usual. That whole process, let alone keeping up with your personal style, can be time-consuming and exhausting. So how do we solve this? Well, at Closet Melody, we're using a holistic approach to automating the 3 phases of a user's personal style journey. There's discovery, in which our fashion taste graph will find suitable and inspiring outfits that work well with your body shape and style. This will lead to fewer returns on your online purchases. Then there's closet management, which will help you shop smarter by being more aware of what you own. So an impulse buy isn't really an impulse buy. Then there is styling, in which our outfit suggestion algorithms will find the right outfit based on the weather and occasion. This will lead to you enjoying more of your clothes. So why am I doing this? Well, I spent so many years loving fashion, but I've always struggled with finding new items that work well with my current wardrobe. So Closet Melody was born out of this frustration. So I used my engineering skills and business skills to create Closet Melody as you see it today. So right now, Closet Melody is in the App Store, Apple App Store, and it has closet management, automated styling features. And it also has partly the fashion discovery features. So currently we're managing over 86,000 clothing items, all of which is from 54% of our registered users, and we have 8,800 registered users. So as you can see on the figures, we're positioning ourselves at the intersection of closet management, personal styling, and personal shopping. Our closest competitors are focusing on just 2 segments. For our competitive advantages, we have our outfit suggestion algorithms that analyzes one's clothes and takes into account colors, body coverage, textures, and etc. We also plan to be data-driven. We will use data from one social activity to help in suggesting outfits and new items that work well with your wardrobe. So how do we make money? Well, there are multiple ways that we can go about this. There is sponsored brand content in the home screen and activity feed. Then there are also single item clothing ads that we paired with the user's clothes and displayed as a complete outfit in our outfit suggestion feature, which you can see on the right. Then with all the data we collect, we can give fashion trend reports to brands, retailers, and manufacturers to help them to supply a population with suitable outfits. As for the market opportunity, in the US alone, mobile ad spend was $87 billion in 2019. And we estimated that 15 billion were for fashion-related ads. And from our top-down and bottom-up approaches, we estimate that the projected revenue can be up to $304 million. So thank you.
Great job, Daisy. So real quick, we'll jump into the questions. So the first question I have for you, Daisy, is there anything that you did not have the ability to mention during your presentation that you'd like to talk about right now?
Yes, so currently we partly implemented the fashion discovery feature. So this will tie into your second question, which is we're looking for style influencers that would be happy to, showcase on the app. And yeah.
Great. Well, again, you guys are just amazing and jumping ahead with the questions, but I'm still asked the second question. Is there anything else our community can do to support you in your growing enterprise here?
Yeah, so it's just me, so I need like all the help I can get. For instance, I would like to meet some computer vision people and machine learning experts and, all those talents to just feel free to reach out and yeah.
Nice. Well, that leads me to my third question. How does everybody get a hold of you, Daisy?
Well, my email is daisy@closetmelody.com, as you can see on the screen. So yeah, feel free to reach out. I also have other social media avenues like Instagram. We are at Closet Melody app. So yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Daisy. Great job again. I also want to mention, just for all of the viewers tuning in, you have the ability during this community fund to see 3 of our pre-accelerator companies be pitching. Daisy is one of them. Roman's another one, and then our last presenter today, Joel, is the third one. So I think you guys have an amazing opportunity to see a little bit of what's coming out of the pre-accelerator, and be on the lookout for more updates with that. That'll be having a big event, virtual event coming up in the not too distant future. So thanks again, Daisy. We'll go ahead and wrap up. If you don't mind, you can stop sharing your screen and we'll get ready for our next presenter. So our next presenter today is the great Steve Cunningham. Steve, are you there?
I am here, Charles.
Awesome. Well, hey, Steve. Everybody, please, meet Steve Cunningham. He's been a longtime member here at Geekdom with his platform, Read It For Me, and he's got an update he's going to share with you. So, Steve, please feel free, take it away. And again, 5 minutes for you to give a presentation. I'll jump in, ask those questions, and then we'll let people have a ability to ask you any other questions in the Slack channel. Okay?
Awesome. Okay, my screen is up. You can all see it.
Yes, sir.
All right. First of all, wonderful pitches from those other companies. I hope you all vote for them. Fantastic job, everybody. So I'm Steve Cunningham. I'm the founder of a company called Read It For Me, where we summarize best-selling business and personal development books into 12-minute video, audio, and text. We've got thousands of customers around the world, ranging from solo entrepreneurs all the way up to Fortune 50 companies. And one of the things that happened at the beginning of the crisis was we've heard from a lot of our customers in some different buckets. We heard from a lot of our consumers, our B2C customers, but we also have a lot of coaches, consultants, and other communities as customers as well. And we started to notice some patterns in what they were telling us about what they were struggling with and what they wanted to accomplish, particularly in light of what was going on in the world. And particularly we heard from consumers is that they wanted peer learning opportunities. They were away from their work and they wanted a way to continue to develop their skills, surround themselves with other growth-minded people to get feedback from them, and also to have a systematic way to track their progress and all the skills that they were trying to develop, either for their current role or for roles that they would want to step into in the future. And then on the other end of it, we also heard from a lot of business coaches, consultants, and like I said, other communities, where they wanted to unlock value in their network. So they wanted to find a way to leverage their time and their network to add value to the network, in particular at the beginning of the crisis, so that they could be in front of their network, providing value so that when the economy got back on its feet, they would be in the right place at the right time, but also to figure out a way that they can generate a scalable recurring revenue stream, because a lot of coaches and consultants and sometimes communities, they have a lot of one-time revenue. So we took those two needs and put them together in something that we call Skill Academy. And it's a peer advisory group platform, and we make it easy for anybody to join or start a peer advisory group. And a peer advisory group is a combination of a few things. And in particular, in Skill Academy, we have a training and best practice sharing platform. I'll explain a little bit more about what that is in a second. Regular group coaching calls where somebody who's the group owner would host the members of the group to get group coaching, to collaborate with one another, and basically to help each other grow and develop in the areas they want to grow in. And then also have an opportunity for the members themselves to connect with one another for accountability and also for networking purposes. So accountability was actually one of the biggest things that we heard out of our customer development in this. Having somebody in a group of people to be accountable to is such an important part, especially of an entrepreneurial journey. And so I'm going to show you a little bit around the platform right now, just on a few slides here. So first of all, we have this platform where we have a set of skills that the group owner wants the people in the group to develop themselves in across the top here. We have the members of the group down the left column there, and then there is a self-assessment for each one of the skill areas. And the idea is that people will progress in these skills as they're working through this program, and also be able to understand from the rest of the group what best practices they all have in those areas so that everybody can get better faster. So in each one of those, if you go and click on one of those circles, what you'll see is a number of options. First one is to view some training. You're able to log your progress in this growth and development journey. You can update or create a personal practice, and also update your rating. So the training is either loaded. We have content that we can provide a group owner to help them seed their community with, especially our book summary content. So if you wanted to start one of these peer advisory groups, you wouldn't have to start from scratch. You could use our content to get up and running quickly. So there's a lot of training in the platform, and it's categorized by those skills that you see across the top. And then you're able to give yourself a rating. And this is where we help folks who are going through these programs understand where they are in terms of turning knowledge into information and results. And so from 0, which is I have not been exposed to the skill, all the way up to 5, which is I have a personal practice for the skill and I'm willing and able to teach it to others. So personal practice is really at the core of this platform. And the idea is that if you don't understand exactly how you go about doing a particular skill, whether it's change management in a leadership position or it's prospecting for your startup, you're probably actually not doing it. And that's where the rubber meets the road in this platform. So you document your best practice, which you would do in the platform here by basically saying, this is how I go about doing this particular skill. And then you would attach any resources that you found helpful in your journey to get there. So you might link to a podcast, you might link to a blog, a video, etc., that would help the other people who would see your best practice understand exactly how you're getting the results that you're getting. And then finally, when you go into somebody's personal practice, what you see is, again, the output of that. So content that they've uploaded and also exactly the steps that they are taking in order to accomplish the level of skill that they've said they had. So that's the platform. The model, the business model and the revenue model is we are the platform in this. A coach over here would set a price for their platform. The consumer would come in and pay that price. We keep a percentage of that revenue and deliver back the remaining revenue to the group owner. And what it really allows them to do is to create a large network of people that are getting a lot of value, not only from the coach or the consultant or the community, but also from one another. So the amount of time the coach or the consultant or the community has to spend administering this group is very low, but the revenue opportunity is very high. So it's kind of an evolution from a course or those types of things that a coach or a consultant might otherwise be selling to leverage their time at a much higher multiple in terms of their return on their time and energy. And lastly, we are formally launched this last week. We got 50 plus groups launching in September, ranging from companies that are launching internal versions of this to networks that are wanting to find a new revenue stream for their audience. And like I said, to coaches and consultants who want to use this as an evolution of courses and group coaching, things that they've been trying to do in the past. And so that is Skill Academy.
Awesome. Great job, Steve. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the questions, and we'll start off with, is there anything that you were unable to mention during your presentation that you'd want to talk about?
Yeah, one of the big things that's going on right now in the learning and development world, particularly in the corporate world, is there's billions of dollars spent on training employees right now, and for the most part, most organizations have no idea what people are actually applying into their roles. And so that's an enormous opportunity for us, because what this platform allows us to do is to track exactly what people are doing. So either when they're looking at the return on investment they get from a content platform that they plug into an LMS, or from a trainer that they bring in and pay a lot of money to, they'll start to understand exactly who is applying what, and then be able to understand the connection between that and results that the company is expecting to get. So something that the learning and development world has been trying to figure out for a very long time, but has been not very successful with, we're able to allow them to easily figure out exactly which things are adding value to their organization and which things are not, so they can spend their money more wisely. So that was a different, a B2B play for this concept.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. So let's ask the next question, which is, is there anything that our community can do right now to support you and what you're working on?
Yeah, what I'd love to know is what types of groups should our platform focus on creating? So do you want to see groups for startup entrepreneurs? Do you want to see groups for whatever? If you want to be in a group, but you don't see an opportunity to be in, we'd love to hear from you so that we can go and try to create a community for you. And secondly, if you want to consider starting a group, we'd love to hear from you as well.
That's great. Thanks. Well, if you want to hear from them, how do they get a hold of you, Steve?
It's a very good question, Charles. You can email me at steve@readitfor.me. I'm on social media with Steve Cunningham. I'm not there frequently, so email is the best way to get in touch with me.
And just to let all of you know, I routinely see Steve walking around the city of San Antonio listening to books, because he's constantly reading books to make these summaries. So he's always around, but always available. Great guy.
Yeah, so if you see me walking around, it looks like I might be veering into traffic. Also, just keep an eye out for me. Thank you.
Keep him safe, everybody. Keep him safe.
That's right.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve. So if you don't mind, you go ahead and stop sharing your screen, and we'll get ready for our next and I believe last pitch, which is the great Joel Guerra. Joel, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So all of those who you don't know, Joel is a elementary art teacher. Is that correct, Joel?
That is correct.
And he goes by Mr. Guerra, from what I understand most often. but he's here to tell you a little bit about Buzu trading cards. Joel, go ahead, take it away. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Joel Guerra, and I'm an elementary art teacher by day and an entrepreneur by night. And I'm also the founder of Buzu Trading Cards, a brand built to support principals, teachers, and students with an emphasis on education, behavior management, and teacher training. Now, we all know that educators face not only the day-to-day challenges of teaching students, but also that those students have become increasingly difficult to teach post-COVID. And I can tell you that from a digital distance during a pandemic, sometimes it's like herding cats. So what does that mean for principals like Patricia? Well, Patricia, who is actually my boss, is concerned because students aren't engaged or learning as much, which has real implications. Because if kids aren't doing well on tests, our school loses funding. And when schools lose funding, teachers lose jobs. And this is a very real possibility right now. And it's not just at my school. So with our kids and our careers on the line, it's stressful being Patricia. So let me show you how Buzu helps and about how powerful it is. Here's an actual STAR test question. Which of these triangles is a scalene triangle? Now, don't worry if you don't know. I didn't know either when I first saw this. But what if I told you the story of Queen Scalene, who thinks she's a perfect equilateral, that all three of her sides are the exact same length? But if you look closely, you know, all three sides are actually different lengths. But don't say anything and don't stare, because if you do, she'll zap you with her staff and then throw you in a triangular prism. Now, we believe that education through storytelling is the most impactful way to teach, and that's why Buzu cards feature a QR code that links to a video where the character gets to tell their own story. So you see, Buzu is like Pokemon, only educational and better because it engages kids in fun, interesting, creative ways. Like kids can create their own cards that we professionally reproduce and present back to them. And they love it. They love it. They love creating the characters, collecting them, trading them, and they love being a part of that game making experience. And if that's all that Buzu trading cards were, great, awesome. But it's not, because the heart of our program is the behavior management system and the training workshops that help teachers to keep their students in line and focused on learning in ways that are fun and engaging. So our data shows that once properly implemented, our behavior management system has reduced negative behaviors by up to 50%, sometimes more. Better student engagement, learning through storytelling, and better behavior. That, my friends, is the power of Buzu. And our mission is to support education. And that's why, with parent permission, kids who have their custom card created may sell their card online with a portion of the proceeds set aside for them as a future college scholarship. So how do we make our money? For $2,000, Patricia sends a teacher to our 2-day workshop to become certified. After that, there's an annual $1,000 service fee for the continued use of our product and our methodology. And it is from these workshops that we're going to invite teachers to become Buzu ambassadors, who then teach our workshops, making Buzu much more scalable. Now, if you're wondering, don't teachers typically ask parents to send in supplies? Where's the money for this supposed to come from? Well, principals typically have discretionary accounts funded by grants, fundraisers, and corporate partnerships. And they use these funds for initiatives that benefit the entire school. Initiatives like a behavior management program disguised as a trading card game. So there's already demand for our product, as proven by the competitions that we've won and the revenue that we've made so far. Plus, there's more opportunities that we can better pursue with your support. So let's talk about those opportunities. In Bexar County alone, there are currently 543 public schools serving over 358,000 students, and they're all trying to do the distance learning thing, all of whom are looking for pandemic-proof solutions. And initially, we're looking to capture 5% of that market, which would generate about 1.3 million in revenue, which we believe is attainable based on our strengths. I'm a teacher, I'm already embedded in the school system, and I have connections and I know how the system works. So we're looking for a series of investments over the next 2 to 3 years. Now, with the funds from this competition, I will bring on another key team member to help expedite production and build a product pipeline. So I want to invite you to invest in us as we invest in our principals, our teachers, and our students, both during this pandemic and on into the future. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome. Great job, Joel. Really appreciate the time and the presentation. We'll jump right into the questions. So question number one, tell us anything that you may have missed during this presentation. Is there anything the community should know that you weren't able to talk about?
Absolutely. So when I say that Busuu, this brand, is invested in students and teachers and principals, we mean it literally, because what we want is we have a built-in fundraising option for schools. They invest in us. We're going to give them the opportunity. We're going to give them a book. It's got 100 different cards right in that book that kids are going to want for sure. They can sell that book for a profit that helps them financially reestablish and fortify their budgets, even mitigate the cost for our program. So that's something that I would love for people to know.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. What other things can our community, the community that's watching you right now, can they do to assist you with your plans?
Well, definitely looking to build a team, kind of a one-man army right now, and I'm very proud of that. But I want a team. I want a team of real great professionals. And so if there's anybody out there that has a lot of great business experience, anybody who's a cartoonist or animator, somebody who's got video editing skills, somebody who knows Illustrator, Photoshop skills, social media manager, if any of that fits you and you'd like to come aboard, help our team out, help me out, that'd be very welcome.
Awesome. Well, if they are interested in reaching out to you and talking to you, how do they do so?
My email is mrguerra@buzucards.com. There's also the website, of course, buzucards.com. And we're on pretty much all social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And if you thought that any of that video footage that you saw during this presentation was intriguing and you would like to see more, go to our YouTube channel. It's just Busuu Trading Cards, and there's a lot more there for you.
That's great. Well, thanks, Joel. Really appreciate the time. If you don't mind, you can stop sharing your screen. What we're going to do now, everybody, is we are going to transition into the community voting period. So real quick, just to reiterate, in a second, we're going to have Brooke, also known as DJ B-Rock, take over, and she is going to share her screen so that everybody can see the code, and you can go to the voting site, which is slido.com, and I believe the number, if I remember correctly, is 73335, and you can go there and you can vote for your favorite pitch today. Again, the winner of that will get $100 Amazon gift card, and then we'll also, after everything is concluded, we're going to award the $25,000 safe investment to the winner today. So starting in approximately 30 seconds, we are going to start a 10-minute timer, and DJ B-Rock is going to take over and keep you guys entertained with some music and allow you to vote. So please feel free to vote. And remember, all the members are available on the Community Fund Slack channel or in your comments section on the Facebook or YouTube. Please go ahead and ask your questions there if you want to get any further answers. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We just wrapped up all of the community voting and we have our results. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll jump right into the winners. Awesome. So if all of you can see my screen, we've got our community fund results in now. So without further ado, the crowd favorite winner for today is, oh wait, sorry, we do this just for tenseness. And the winner is Lecturely. Great job, Caleb. Great job. If you're still there, Caleb, you want to open up your screen, say something real quick. Let me go ahead and unshare my screen just so you have a minute to say something. If I can figure out how to do this, 1 second.
Yeah, so thank you all for voting for Lecturely, and I look forward to thank everybody for their presentations and Geekdom for putting this on. And I look forward not only to what we're building at Lecturely, but what everyone else is building with Closet Melody, Voodoo, sorry, not Voodoo, Boozoo Trading Cards, and just all the participants that were here today. And I love seeing the participation in the startup ecosystem.
Awesome, thanks, Caleb. I'll go back to sharing my screen and we'll continue with the winner of the $25,000 safe note from the community fund. 1 second. Awesome. So going back into it again, creating the the tenseness so that you all feel it. The winner of the community fund $25,000 safe investment is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boozoo Trading Cards. Joel Guerra is the winner. Round of applause real quick. We'll go ahead and pass it off to Joel so that he can share a little bit about the success. Joel, are you there?
I'm here.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling grateful and very appreciative. This is a great time to shout out my coworkers, my sister and her husband, Greg. Like, just so many people have been so supportive, especially going through the pre-accelerator at Geekdom. Just Joyce, John, Leslie, everybody who really helped me out. I genuinely appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Well, it's well-deserved, Joel. Great job again. Super excited for this round of pitches. I think we've got some amazing talent here. Super excited to see where all of you go. And we'll go ahead and wrap up everything right now. So again, those of you still watching, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section of the stream that you're watching, or go to our Slack channel, go to the community fund. Some of the members will still be there. You can ask your questions. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer. Super excited about everybody's success today. Congrats, Lecturely and Boozoo Trading Cards. Looking forward to see what you all bring, and looking forward to the next one. Just to give you guys a heads up, our next presentation will be in October, so keep an eye out for that. And thanks again, everybody.